I'm hearing how this is really connecting that exceptionally and irresistible. That thing of like having that exceptional, attitude towards things, right? That you connect with a higher power, you connect with different things outside of just business. And then you are connecting it to what drives your motivating factors, which what we spoke about just now was being irresistible. You know, I'm hearing now at this point kind of like, well, it's more than just, it's like you're expanding a little bit more on just, it's more than just the business side of things. It's more than just, this is going to affect how I do business.
Yeah.
That's what I heard what you said. What I heard is that if I'm angry, if I'm coming to work angry, then that's going to affect how I behave, and that's how I am, that how we marry that exceptionalism and that irresistibility. And really what highlights, I think and I'm just going to talk for myself here, okay?
Mm.
And I had several meetings today that I was talking to a few people, and things that stood out to me, we experience a lot right now, especially on LinkedIn, and this is where Gracie is a specialist in, especially on LinkedIn. We get a lot of these bombardments from people. Everybody's trying to sell us on something. Everybody like these random messages, and I mean, I don't know how did they even decide to sell on me? I don't know, whatever. And that's most of us, many of us are experiencing that now on LinkedIn. And I think what's really important is to really stand out. And there was one person I had a meeting with today that they said that they're disappointed in LinkedIn. I
Oh,
said, guess what? LinkedIn is the best thing that ever happened to me right now
yeah.
because I'm meeting people like Gracie. I'm meeting people like Baruch. I'm not only on LinkedIn, I'm also on another platform called Bisfluence where I'm also meeting other people, but still, these networking, especially now, these are such powerful tools, but you just got to hang out with the right people, you
Mhm.
know?
Right. Right. The right people. Yes.
That's
And
it.
and not just,
Mhm.
let's say we're meeting physically and there's 20 people, and if I just stand there looking at people, that's not, that's the same as being a lurker and not
Right,
engaging. So no one's gonna know me, and no one's gonna I'm not gonna know them, and LinkedIn is not gonna work for me. So you have to
right,
engage. You first you have to be presentable, and
Mm.
that's having an optimized profile that speaks to your ideal client. Then you have to be yourself and talk to people, engage in conversations,
right,
not just hey, buy my product.
Yeah.
right. Yeah, exactly. It's like, where do I know you from? Like,
Well,
why
that's one
that
of those
product?
things, especially as a coach. Like you get, and I'm sure it's with every industry, but I know I get 5 messages a day on LinkedIn, and they're always, "Hey, I noticed you're a coach. I just want to connect with you," or "I happened upon your profile." You didn't happen upon my profile. You typed in the
Right,
search bar "coach consultant," and then you came to me. And then it's
right,
always like as soon as you accept, it's that long message about how I'm here to optimize your profile. Like, but that doesn't work because there's no relationship. Like you wouldn't go over to somebody, and Gracie, you mentioned this on the pre-meeting. You wouldn't go over to somebody at a networking event and just start listing how you're going to fix their business for them.
right.
You have to get to know them first, get to know who they are, get to know what they're looking for, get to know what they're about, and then see if there's a way to help them out. And I like what you said there: be presentable and then be yourself. But you
Mhm.
have to be presentable. Just like going to a networking event, I would wear a suit because I like to be presentable,
Yeah.
but then I'm going to be myself. I'm going to be very relaxed. Same thing on LinkedIn. Your LinkedIn profile needs to make sense. It needs to show people who you are and what you're about. And then it's just about in connecting. It's connect the way you would connect in real life. Was the IRL is what they use. But that's
Right.
that's great
Right.
value there.
Right. Back in 2020, this lady from Spain sent me a message, and she went straight to, I hope you're having a good day, and I have this product that I want to sell to you. And she went, it was a long paragraph, and I just said, oh, I thought, oh, poor lady, she doesn't know how to do this well. So I say, hello, Miss, whatever her name was. Uh, uh, Let me tell you that you're doing it wrong. First, you have to, and I was educating her.
Yeah.
She came back with all resentful, and
Mm.
again, she pushed her product. And I said, okay, I'm done with you.
Yeah.
There's
This
the
is what LinkedIn is about, by the way. This is really, I met these people. Many of us have common friends with these people. I often say that birds of a similar feather flock together. As
Yes.
cliche as that sounds, but it's really joining these groups and these people, and if you're reading the comments, connect with each other,
Mhm.
because these are real people. These are these are people who are, hey, they're even showing up to an exceptionally irresistible show, so they got to have something, right?
Right.
So
and
this is what
and
it's
not
all
just
about.
connect with them, but follow up with a, hey, that show was interesting, and then meet outside the platform, meet over a Zoom call, and it has to be, no
Hmm.
more than 15 minutes, just to get to know each other. And
Right.
eventually one day when we get to see each other in person again, it's such an
Hmm.
amazing experience
Right.
to see, and the
Right.
energy, see it in person, it's amazing.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, so true. And again, that's exactly why we created that clubhouse and why we created these environments that were like, I feel that it was missing. I was looking for this for myself. I was looking for these groups where I could talk to like-minded people and just really have that conversation. I want to share with the group, if I may, Gracie. I don't remember. I think only recently did I ask you, what do you do?
Hmm.
And this is like 2 years ago we know each other. Like, for 2 years we know each other. And I think only recently I was like, wait a second, I don't even remember what Gracie does. Like, what is
Right.
the you do again?
And we
And it's
talked
like
and we talked. I mean, we met
we
back
talk
in
all the time.
2019, late 2019.
Wow.
It's so true. I mean, and that to me is the power of networking. It's really getting to know each other, building a relationship, building that connection.
Right.
And guess what? I think on one day, I think I sent you 5 prospects or something. I sent you like 5 potential clients in one day, just because of like, oh, of course, you're the LinkedIn expert. I know people who need LinkedIn help. So, here you
Yeah.
go. You know what I mean? And that's what it's about. That's what it's about. When you're on top of mind in somebody, and you're so, like, exceptionally irresistible, it's
And
the first
yourself,
person you're going to think about.
and transparent yourself. You're the
Right.
same person right now as in if we meet outside, if we meet in the store, if we meet, anywhere.